Cool. We recording?
Yep.
What up? All right, y'all. Special occasion. So I want to start off by saying thank you for coming, because a recital is nothing without supporters, and I feel very lucky that I have friends, and that I live in such a cool place with such cool friends, and that y'all would be so willing to take time out of your Saturday to come over to my apartment, eat light snacks, and watch me play piano on my home piano. It kind of feels unreal that this is possible. I never had a recital growing up, so I'll start off with a little bit of piano history. So I started piano in 2nd grade because my mom was like, kids need hobbies. And I took lessons from the music teacher at the elementary school I went to, and I just took them after school once a week. Progressed through a couple of different teachers, and I got to a point where the teacher that I was with, he was so helpful. He was also a math teacher, and he would like explain music theory using math, which I was really into at the time in high school. So this guy really captured my attention, and I was really interested in continuing playing with him. His wife got diagnosed with cancer, and so he needed to take time out of his life to spend more time with her. And so he stopped being a teacher at that time, and I stopped taking lessons at that time. Do I regret it? No. But recently I had felt that there was something missing in how I'm doing my everyday things. And I was on Instagram, like scrolling through reels like anyone does, and I saw this woman playing piano, and I'm thinking to myself, she plays the way I've never played before. Like, she plays in ways that I can't comprehend right now because I don't have those skills. And I just thought, like, I feel very gravitated to this, and I wonder if she teaches. Turns out she does, and she's been teaching virtually since the pandemic as well. She's out of New York, and she's incredibly supportive. She is such a positive spirit, and one of the best parts of my week every week. I really enjoyed learning from her for the past 4 or 5 months. So I'm gonna play a few songs tonight from that short journey that I've been on thus far, and I'm just really excited to share, and we'll see what happens. Some are memorized, some are not. So starting off, the program is in order of pretty much the release date of the hit. So we're going from the 1700s to potentially up to today. There is an undisclosed encore at this time. And we're gonna start off strong with a little bit of Johann Sebastian Bach. He made 15 inventions. This is invention number 4 in D minor. His inventions were supposed to be these very thought-provoking pieces for the time period. So when Baroque music was live in the early 1700s, the Baroque music used scales. Scales were very new. And so the fact that this invention's in D minor is that's part of the time. He made inventions in every key. And Bach also played and wrote a lot of music in the church. So his music kind of sounds like Catholic church, Catholic mass for me especially. And lastly, the piano he was on in the 1700s is nothing like the piano that we play on today. And things to keep in mind, when he was writing his music, there was no volume control. I could press, and that's really loud. I can press the same note differently, and it's so different when it comes out. That wasn't available to Bach. So all of his music was the same. And the other thing to keep in mind is that I could hold this note for a really long time, and when I release it, it goes away. Or if I play the pedal, it sustains for as long as it goes, and it dissipates. And Bach did not have that available to him as well, and the notes did not hold for as long as they do today. So a lot of times to hold out a note, you'll hear these little trills. So when you hear that, think about that's the length of the note that he was trying to get out of the song. So those are a little bit of things to maybe think about and listen for as I play the song for you. But this is invention number 4 in D minor. tell I'm so nervous. I may or may not have messed up, you'll never know. So moving right along, the next piece is Reverie. This is a longer piece. This is by Claude Debussy. He is most well known for creating Clair de Lune, the song that goes, and then some people nod their heads, yeah. So this is also written by the same guy. He is a French composer from the Romantic era. He is very much late, I'm trying to think. I think this is like 1891, the specific song was written in. And this is one of the earlier pieces of his. So when this song was composed, he was kind of playing in like these salons, these like little private parties in France. And so this is like kind of like dinner party music, I guess. And what else about Claude Debussy? I think one of the most interesting things I learned, like taking piano lessons and like learning this song, was that people say you need to have your hands need to work like lily pads, like you need to just bounce off the piano very lightly, like you're jumping on lily pads. And I want you to think about nature motifs, or like that idea of like the softness and like the bounciness of the song as I play it. It's very cool. Reverie is like inspired by a poem, and the poem is about like a lost love that this guy never got to get. So this is Reverie. is not very well known. Like in the classical musical community, I haven't found a lot of people who play this song and like put it on YouTube. Let me put it that way. So this song is called Album Leaf, and it's by a composer named Alexander Scriabin. He is, I think he's Russian, and Caleb's nodding his head, I think he knows. Yeah, trying to rally off my facts here. He's more well known for his fantasies. He's got these like really chaotic sounding things that he's composed. It's like the most calm version of chaos, is how I think of it, in this song here. And for those who don't know, because I didn't know this before I started playing this song, Album Leaf is a type of song that's dedicated to someone. So one of the most well-known album leaves would be for Elise. So think of it that way. He made this song for someone. Would you like that song that I'm about to play if it were composed for you? That's the question. And then the last song in the program is by the man, Scott Joplin. People are shaking their heads. What is Scott Joplin known for? Say it.
The Entertainer.
The Entertainer! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So this is one of his waltzes, and it is the monstrosity of songs that I've learned recently. I started this song like right after Christmas. So what had happened was I was trapped because of Southwest Airlines, and I was supposed to get home to go on a road trip with Alex out west, and all of a sudden they're like, you can't get home until Sunday, which is New Year's Eve. And so I'm like, looks like the road trip's canceled, so I need to like start getting into the mental state that I'm gonna be at my parents' house for another week. And I took off work, and what do I do with this time? Like, they have a piano, and so I started like printing out music that I've always wanted to learn, and this is one of those songs. So Bethena is a song that I was introduced to my freshman year of college, but I didn't get introduced to it on the piano. I played in a brass quintet at RPI called the Brass Holes. And I was the small trombonist girl with a bunch of guys, and one of the guys that played trumpet arranged Bethena for our quintet to play. And I thought the song was beautiful, but the part that had the trombone solo was very high, like in the registers, and I struggled like a lot. And so when I hear this song, I really do think of fall, because that's when we primarily learned the piece together and would play it most. And so like bringing this piece back into my repertoire was very nostalgic for me. And I feel like I have a very different appreciation for it now that I've played all the parts in all 6 pages of it. Melody, harmony, and everything in between too. So This song is not as complex musically. It's going to be very much more modern to the ear. It's gonna hit much nicer to the average person, and I hope that you all enjoy the lightness, the character of the song, and all the little like pieces of flair that Scott Joplin adds in here to make it truly like unique. So enjoy. I do not have this one memorized. I'm gonna look at my hands for most of it, but there's gonna be a couple parts where I go, whew. Okay, here we go. So. hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of surreal that like recitals can be a casual thing, and you can still like you get that feeling in your chest, like the adrenaline's rushing, the anxiety's coming down. You're like, what notes am I gonna mess up today that are different from any other time I've practiced? That's exactly what happens. That concludes my program. Unless y'all want to hear an encore, so it's up to y'all. It depends like how tired you are of hearing my playing. Encore. Okay. One more. So this is a song from 2003, but it's coming out of my voice binder, and you all might know it if you know show tunes, and if you don't, hopefully you'll enjoy the message. I picked it because I thought the message was very like personal for me in this moment here with all of you. The premise of the song is two female leads that I won't say the names of at this time, because if you know it, I want you to think about it as you hear the song. Two female leads who are strikingly different at first are, they grow a friendship and a partnership over the course of the musical, and this is the song at the very end where they realize they might never see each other again. So these are their parting words. Before I choose not to say the song, like, how many of you would even know musical theater to like pick it? Caleb, did you know it already?
No.
Well, a little bit.
A little bit?
I may know it from theater.
Okay. So, I'll just say it then. It's called For Good, and it's from Wicked.
Yeah.
Let's go. And I didn't really practice this one that much. I just decided this week if I would even do an encore song. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I am who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. I have been changed. For That's all I got. Thanks for coming.
Well done.
Thank you. Piper was really into it. It took everything for me not to say something.
You did good.
Oh,
You did really good, Erin.
I was like,
I'm gonna get a
why
quick
is it
view of
today
y'all.
that you decide to act out?
Hello.